Hello, beloveds. It is Tatiana hitting you up with a new moon in Scorpio video. It's been a minute. I'm excited to release this information as I have been called to provide you with some delicious content. So here I am. This new moon in Scorpio, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be channeling for the collective, giving you some insight on what we all need to know together in general. Then I'll be pulling out one card per sign really quickly to give you a quick look at what you need to be working on for your sign. So listen, if you want to listen to your sun sign, look that up. Your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus, your Mercury, because we're about to enter Mercury in retrograde. All of that jazz is suggested. By no means am I an astrologer, so I am just channeling through the Akashic records and through tarot per signs. So that is what's up. I'm going to be using the Tarot Nefertari deck. All right, this golden beautiful specimen, and also using the archetypes, the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, Oracle deck, that was just released, and it's brilliant. I really love it. And furthermore, really quickly, my books are closed for the time being, so I can focus on personal projects. But if y'all are interested in booking a tarot reading or an Akashic record reading with me, or any sort of spiritual spell work, because that is open as well, just shoot me an email at hello@tatianatarot.com. hello@tatianatarot. That's Tatiana with 2 T's, Tatianna. Don't leave out the N. And yes, I will find some sort of way to accommodate you if I have the time. So I know a lot of you guys have been hitting me up being like, I can't book, the books are closed. I will make time for y'all. All right, so let's dive into this. In love and light, spirit, I ask that you come forward for the collective. What is the message that we all need to hear and know for this new moon in Scorpio? What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with for this new moon in Scorpio, October 27th? I'm just clearing up the cards, so give me a second. So as I am shuffling the cards, I'm already getting the image of a snake. All right, y'all, snake. So snakes are not always as bad as people make them out to be. They're actually very powerful creatures, deeply revered in ancient cultures and ancient civilizations. Snake for me always represents transformation and regeneration. Shedding of your old skin, shedding of old ways, old belief systems, old habits, okay? There is deep release happening in the subconscious mind, deep in your psyche. So you can expect that to occur during this new moon in Scorpio. If some of y'all want to move forward and facilitate a ritual that is unique to you and symbolizes this release, I would suggest that you do so in regards to anything that you feel that is weighing you down, anything that you feel that is not authentic to who you are in any aspect of your life. I mean, you could be releasing toxic wounds from emotional ex-partners. You could be releasing toxic habits and belief systems regarding your finances, your career, family members, your self-worth, etc., etc. Sky's the limit. So to see the snake, I feel like this is quite a powerful new moon. I mean, we do have Scorpio, and that also aligns with transformation, right? And deep releasing in general. And in the new moon, we like to cultivate the space for things to appear during that 2-week time period in which the new moon is turning into the full moon, right? So this is really important for you to be cleansing, to be releasing, to be working on things that you want to let go of, or focusing on things that you need to let go of, right? Sometimes literal and sometimes figuratively. So yes, so that's what they're giving me with the snake message. Some of you guys may actually, and this could even be in the news, this could be happening on a global scale, in addition to like maybe pop culture and celebrity, in addition to your own personal life. We can't exclude that the snake is shady energy. It could be sneaky, shady, learning some information that you were oblivious to or unaware of. You know, shit's about to come out of the covers. Shit's about to come out into the open. So maybe this is a secret that you've been hiding yourself. Now it's the time to come clean, even if you've been denying it to yourself or to other people. Maybe you're learning about something of another person, another situation. Maybe maybe you're just going through your bank statements and you're discovering something as minute as shit. You know, I unsubscribed to Netflix 3 months ago. Why am I still being charged for this account? Like something like that. It could be like, oh, found a snake in the grass. So we can't exclude that could be coming up. And you know what? It goes with the theme of things that you need to release. You know, all right. So not to scare y'all, this shouldn't even be anything frightening or negative. It's just you want to find these things that are holding you back, right? So on to the general message. Again, now they're showing me spiritual baths, particularly a white bath. And that's, you know, white baths, you guys can look it up. You can YouTube it. They're traditionally used as a spiritual cleansing bath to release toxicity, to bring coolness to your aura, your head, where your spirit resides, essentially, to make sure that you are in alignment with your path, to make sure that you are basically on the right momentum. Okay, and so they're showing me that maybe some of you guys want to use that as a cleansing on top of anything else that you may have at your arsenal. So the Ace of Cups flew out. What's the message for the collective for this new moon in Scorpio? What's the message for the collective new moon in Scorpio? The Ace of Cups fell out. And when cards fly out, it's very indicative of Spirit just saying, hello, this is something very important that I want you to know. So let's actually just go with the theme of cards that are going to fly out, because I know some people like to read that way. Look at that. Like to read that way. And I'm just going to wait for one more to fly out. And it's very effective. It's a very fun way of shuffling. It could just take some time, because for me, I feel like the cards fly out when they want to fly out, not necessarily when I'm waiting for them to fly out. So let's move along with this Ace of Cups as the first card. And the Ace of Cups symbolizes emotional wealth, filling your own cup. This is an opportunistic moment with this new moon to discover the ways in which you haven't been nourishing yourself, nurturing yourself. You haven't been spending time. You haven't been rewarding yourself. It's a valuable time to do something sweet for yourself. It is also a time for blessings. You know, the Ace of Cups will bring an unexpected blessing. It is a card of fertility. Okay, if you guys don't want to get pregnant, don't do nothing risky. All right, but sometimes this doesn't always represent childbirth. This could be birthing a new project. Maybe you're getting a brilliant, innovative idea. Maybe you're going to get a tons of downloads of shit you need to do, that you want to do, that's going to take you to the next level. That's been happening to me as of late, and it's always exciting to get A trillion thought forms coming in at once of other things that I need to tackle on, right? That is the gift of creativity. The Ace of Cups is a very creative, fertile card. All right? Emotional wealth. Feeling good. Deep, deep, deep healing. Transformative healing. When we see the Ace of Cups, we cannot exclude that there is to be a release, an emotional release. It could be through crying. It could be through writing. It could be through speaking to somebody. It could just be through watching a movie and something clicks. And it's really just making space internally for better experiences, to be really in alignment for what it is that you want, to clear the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual, the psychic body of things you don't need, right? But also the Ace of Cups is romance, is love. You know, indulge in all that stuff. If you have a partner, love up on them extra hard. Or do something really sweet and thoughtful and caring. If you don't have a partner, send that love your way. You could be meeting somebody during this time. Or you could be sending out the intentions with clear, specific requirements of what you want to find, what you want to experience, what kind of vibe you want an alignment, you want to align with. Okay? Because all of this, like I said, Ace of Cups, fertility, giving birth to something, a new relationship, a new aspect of yourself, giving birth to new confidence, giving birth to a project. Dreams can be very heavy at this time. It is a very water-based element, this Ace of Cups. Very water-based. So, you know, things that deal with the woo-woo. Things that deal with spiritual matters, mystical matters, occult matters, all of this may be calling to you. Study, research, implement it at this time. Read a delicious book, watch an amazing YouTube video, go get a reading done, give a reading to yourself, you know. Do something that's going to make you really tap into your inner gifts and your inner psychic sensibilities, and trust that, because the dream world is going to be very heavy for you, giving you a lot of signs, giving you a lot of symbols. It is up to you to use your imagination, to tap into your wisdom to decipher what that means, okay? I'm going to move on to the second card. Hold on one second, because it flew all the way out. All the way to Sahara stuff. We're getting the six of swords, excuse me. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, again, is an emotional journey, and it is usually, like, literally a cleansing happening. The grieving stages of needing to let go of something. The acknowledgement that you have to let go. You have to move on. You are in a transition. But usually the Six of Swords does not want to go. You know, it could be an aspect of yourself that is still holding on to the past, or is afraid of moving on because it's such a radical change for you that you don't even know what it's going to look like or who you're going to become when you move forward. But the Six of Swords is almost like you're being stripped of something. You're being stripped of something, and authenticity is to be revealed. The truth is to be revealed, and you may not want to deal with it, but it's inevitable. You have to. There's no other choice. But the beauty of the Six of Swords is that you have some sort of assistance here helping you. You have either a guide, a friend, a parent, somebody, whether it's living or in the spirit world, that is giving you the green light to move forward. It's an encouraging force, has been trying to give you messages, or it's just a supportive force behind the scenes. So there is a lot of love surrounding you, certainly, during this new moon in Scorpio. And not just romantic love, but you will feel the... I'm thinking I'm seeing shit. Lord, I need this light. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. Props. Shout out to y'all that know what the fuck you're doing when you're recording shit. Now, not just romantic, but is platonic too. Just any sort of love and admiration and sweetness is going to be bestowed to you during this time. Give or take 3 weeks, 3 days before the actual new moon and 3 days after. You know, during that week, essentially, right? So don't exclude that, because it looks like Spirit's trying to give you extra tenderness. It knows what you've been dealing with. It's trying to give you extra tenderness and support during this time. Don't be difficult by denying it or resisting it or thinking that you're not worthy. These other 3 cards wanted to jump out. All right. And I don't want to spend forever on these cards because, like I mentioned, I'm going to be pulling one per sign. These 3 cards are the Judgment, the Tower, and Queen of Swords. Okay. So Judgment and Tower. Yeah. Judgment and Tower. So, okay, there is a lot of sweetness that's being bestowed to us, but now we see why. Because this new moon, as I mentioned, with the snake and the releasing and the transformation and the revelations, it is not going to be the easiest of new moons. Okay? And with the Judgment, it's almost like a slap in the face, a cosmic slap in the face. Judgment brings things to our attention that we have been avoiding. Judgment is like do or die, quite literally. You need to do X, Y, and Z because we are requiring this for your evolution. And you will not level up. You will not pass go. You will not be able to get to where you want to go without doing X, Y, and Z first. So X, Y, and Z is contingent on the individual. I mean, that could mean like, oh, I know my career is shitty and I've been knowing this for 2 years and I'm miserable. And what I really want to do is launch my business, but I'm scared. And so the Judgment in the form of this new moon in Scorpio, using that as an example, could show you something where maybe shit hits the fan. And you have no choice but to launch that business because you've been avoiding it. And you know that's the next step for you in your evolution. The Judgment is like the universe requiring that you hand in your homework. Sometimes it is no homework. The homework is just to accept what you are experiencing. It is very much like a it is what it is type of card. It is what it is type of situation. Internalize it, transmute it, learn, and evolve. Evolve. Don't just get stuck. Don't replay the same old record. You know what it's going to say. You know how it sounds. You know how it feels. Now what do you need to do to get to the next level? But to see that with the Tower has a very ominous energy because a lot of people see this card and they think doom and gloom because the Tower is very much an Oya archetypal energy. You know, Oya, the goddess of transformation in a very raw and immediate form. In the Yoruban culture, right? The pantheon of Ifa deities. She's a very intense deity. She's in a very intense spirit and energy to be working with. And I liken her energy with the Tower because the Tower is revealing foundations that are not strong. Something that you thought is stable or was going to work out or is going to last is really not. Is based off of weakness, lies, mistakes, or other things that you have not noticed. So the tower is going to crumble and grab your attention. It could be something that hits the shit hits the roof. It could be something very subtle. It could just be, you know, chances are that you already know what the tower is in your own life, and you've been avoiding doing the work to prevent it from falling or from moving on from it. So the judgment next to the tower is like, okay, you know about this situation that you've swept under the rug? Well, I'm about to bring it back, because you can't just keep avoiding it. You need to pass it. You need to hand in your homework, take this midterm to graduate. Spiritually, emotionally, you know? The tower is somebody pulling the rug from your feet, and you're like, whoa. That's what I need to do. Now, this final card as the Queen of Swords is the position you need to have at this time, which is seriousness. Okay? It's determination. The Queen of Swords is very intellectual, you guys. Use your brain. Don't be emotional about this situation. Think smarter, not harder. Summon up ideas. Write. Release. Speak things into existence. But be very clear with what you want to experience, what you want the end result to be. The Queen of Swords likes to eliminate distractions and negativity from her life. She's very laser. She's got like a laser eye on things. Like she knows exactly what is going on. Her discernment is on another level. So she is organizing, she is plotting, she is planning, and she's coming up with a foolproof way, a plan A, plan B, plan C, to get what she needs, to get what she wants. And she is starting up on that plan immediately. So it's about using your power and using the power of your mind to get over whatever situation that is to be revealed to you, whatever situation that you know is going on, that you have been avoiding. All of that jazz. Okay? So let us see what the archetype is during this time for this new moon in Scorpio. So this archetype that we're dealing with is called the flame. Let's get into this. The fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call you with the language of the flame. When in light, the flame represents health, mental clarity, and good digestion. In darkness, the flame can be excessive heat and anger and complete darkness. The archetypal fire is at the beginning of all transformation, purification, and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honors the flame. To enliven the connection with this archetypal energy, practice the candle gazing technique called Trataka. Notice how lighting a single candle in any space brings magic to the room and creates a sense of reverence. That is also a way to Tap into your intuition and potentially get messages by looking at a flame or talking to your dead, your honorable ancestors, your guides. Okay? But that's for another video. So, let's get into this. Scorpio, what does the new moon in Scorpio have for Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio? Judgment. Okay, that homework is still coming out for you, Scorpios. You probably not necessarily want to say that you guys have it harder than the most, but the new moon is hitting your sign. So it is going to be intense, and that which you've been avoiding cannot be resisted. It's going to be thrown in your face, either literally or metaphorically, or in the spirit realm. Hand in that homework, and then you'll be off on your merry way with a glow up. A glow up because you have grown up. You have evolved. You've ascended. Okay? Sagittarius, new moon in Scorpio. Sagittarius. New moon in Scorpio's message for Sagittarius is the Chariot. So this new moon is opening up a lot of roads for you. It is actually creating a breakthrough. It may give you a burst of energy. It may give you a burst of inspiration. It seems like you have certainly released something that was holding you back, and new things are going to be popping out of the woodworks to help you thrive. You know, the Chariot can also represent movement or travel or, you know, quite literally something that is speeding up in your life for your favor. Capricorn, new moon in Scorpio's energy for Capricorn is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, pay attention to sweetness in your life. Pay attention to a particular person that may have healing for you or a message for you, Capricorns. This could be the start of a relationship, or this could be the development of something you already have, making it stronger. Page of Cups also gives you a lot of great insight and ideas in terms of intuition, in terms of your creativity. It is a phenomenal time to create in order to help you release, create something artistic. Engage in your artistic genius. Aquarius, new moon in Scorpio. The message for Aquarius is Four of Swords. You're doing the most. You need to slow down. The Four of Swords talks about rest. It talks about relaxation. It talks about slowing down your mind. Your mind is working a mile a minute. You are an air sign. You're very mentally oriented, and it's time to just relax. That there are a lot of downloads and new insights and new wisdom that is trying to be made available to you, but you're always on the go. So you need to slow down and meditate and create some sacred space for yourself so you can catch up with that information, because it's going to come through once you make the space for it. Okay? So, Pisces, new moon in Scorpio, your message is Knight of Pentacles, right? Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. The change that you are looking for is going to take some time. Do not rush yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be super grounded. There's money coming in. There's money opportunity coming in from a couple of sources. All right? Now, whatever small opportunity this is, it actually has the potential to be something larger in the future. Knight of Pentacles is also telling you to do things with intention. Make sure you're very driven by intention and clarity in every step that you take, okay? Because you know yourself now. You're very grounded. You're very secure. You know, you've reached another level, so you don't want to slip up. What's after Pisces? Aries, I think. Aries, new moon in Scorpio's message Six of Wands. You feeling yourself. You're about it. This is a massive breakthrough because there's a big appreciation for what you have gone through for yourself. Your confidence is beaming at this time. It is almost as if you've reached some sort of finish line in your life. There's a major goal that has been accomplished, or you're about to accomplish something massive. The Six of Wands is saying do not give up, because this is soon, but this ain't tomorrow. So keep on keeping on, and do not forget your journey and how it's brought you to who you are today. It's almost reflecting in the past and really honoring the past and honoring your roots and honoring where you came from. Because where you're about to go is so much bigger. A lot of accolades, a lot of recognition, maybe fame. Aries, you like to move, you like to groove, you like to start shit. This is amazing for you guys. Taurus, new moon in Scorpio. Taurus is new moon in Scorpio energy. So Taurus, you're getting the Four of Cups. This is not the time to be lazy. This is not the time to be complacent. This is not the time to be stuck in your comfort zone. The Four of Cups is usually someone who is asking for many things. I want this to happen. I want that to happen. I want to manifest this. And it's in front of your face. It may not be in the type of way that you expected. It may not be in the package of what you anticipated. It may not come in the form of what you were looking for. So it's easy for you to miss, okay? You need to be paying attention. You cannot be aloof during this new moon. Some answer, some resource is in front of your face and you're missing it. Gemini. New moon in Scorpio. Gemini's information is Gemini, we're getting the King of Swords. And, you're very well known for your mind and your ability to execute things intellectually. It is a time to be very clear on your boundaries. It is a time to execute things intellectually, right? To write down this amazing genius plan of yours, to start structuring your life so that it is looking like what you want and it's providing you with what you want. King of Swords can also mean a very serious conversation, or needing some sort of professional service, some sort of professional help, maybe from a lawyer, an accountant, a therapist, what have you, getting something done, needing a graphic designer, looking for that help, somebody who has an unbiased opinion, who can really help you execute things to the next level. This can also be you leveling up, being very, very serious about your life. Don't let emotions get in the way, but don't avoid them either, because the King of Swords can have a wall up, and it may be time for you to be a little bit vulnerable. All right? So, Cancer, new moon in Scorpio. Cancer's energy for new moon in Scorpio is the Ten of Pentacles, my bad. The Ten of Pentacles talks a lot about abundance, long-term abundance. You're on the right path, okay? You're on the right path. What you're doing is going to add up in major ways. There's a lot of wealth around you. Learn how to tap into it, because not all of it translates to immediate money. It could be wealth in friendship, wealth in relationships, wealth in beauty, or what have you. All right? Also, the importance of your community, or a community. Maybe people you work with, maybe people online. There is a lot to milk from them at this time. There's a lot to give and there's a lot to receive. Honorable ancestors are happy with you, Cancers. All right? Show some gratitude by leaving them an offering. Leo, new moon in Scorpio. Energy for Leo is Queen of Wands, but of course. Leos, step it up, be seen, be loud, be proud, show your colors to the world. Do not be afraid to do what you need to do. Take it to the next level. Queen of Wands does not wait for anybody. She is out there doing the damn thing. So this is about taking initiative. This is about using your fierceness, your power to get what you want, to use your sex appeal, your charm, to really command the energy around you and make shit happen. It's, you know, the ball is in your court and it seems to be working out very well for you. So Virgo, new moon in Scorpio's energy for Virgo is strength. This new moon in Scorpio can be testing some of you Virgos, and it's important for you not to react in a foolish manner. Strength is usually some sort of a challenge. Okay, it's some sort of a challenge where you are required to know your power, know your strength, and act in a way of intelligence. Control your emotions. But know that you can overcome this situation. It is a test of some sort, okay? It's not going to last forever. It's just a tiny bump in the road. May not even be anything. Could just be old memories coming up, an old situation resurfacing that needs to be released. So, Libra. Libra, this flipped out. 7 of Cups for Libra. Your mind is all over the place. It is time to structure some of those ideas, or spirit can be talking to you very loud and clear with information in the form of visions, okay? Maybe some of you guys are taking tea or hallucinogenics. This could also be a thing for you to really tap into your ancestral and spirit realm. 7 of Cups, a lot of options are going to be made to you, a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices, a lot of pathways. You really need to be clear on what you want. And some of this stuff that you're looking for yourself that you want to manifest, they could all be done. They just can't all be done at the same time. You got to be realistic. You got to pick 1 or 2, focus on one thing at a time, and then tackle on the next thing, okay? So I hope this served you well. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. It's been a joy to put out. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, and do comment below on what's going on with you and maybe any rituals that you want to put out there and share with the collective. Please do so. I'm sending you all the love. Ciao.